Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333, and welcome back to Hearts Round 4, The New Order Last Days of Europe as... not Omsk, I'm looking at Omsk right now, and I just finished playing Omsk. The Siberian National Republic. In the last video, we started to reintroduce democracy to Siberia, and we started to forcibly introduce it to West Russia as well. To both Mr. Oktan, aka Mr. Moneybags, aka Mr. Krabs, and this blank chair that used to have Dmitry Yazov sitting in it, but is now kind of trying its best right now. You know, God bless him for trying. That's all I can say. Better agricultural methods. Beautiful. We no longer get the effect from a civilian budget boost. Fair enough. I think we'll cancel these two lines. Get the other equipment elsewhere. Meanwhile, we're just pushing in here. Just looking at it, you would think that this wouldn't work, but if you look at their debuffs, yeah, that's that helps explain it quite a bit better now, doesn't it? God, the weird thing about it is that when these guys collapse, being in wars, in a war there are no winners or losers, only victims. Iberia's dusk. Anyway. Sorry, I'd care more about Iberia right now if I wasn't fighting a war. Lo siento, amigos. We're gonna be able to get cores on all this stuff, I just realized. We can probably advance the developmental phase, right? Yeah. Next, let's draft a constitution. Despite the creation of Siberian Bill of Rights years ago, foreign administration under Mikolsky continued to put off writing a constitution for the Russian people. Claiming that the people weren't ready for a document as progressive as a constitution was an obvious cut from Mikolsky's true intentions: tyranny and oppression, the submission of the people to his will and his will alone. This was not acceptable in the former Vols was doing it. Now that he's gone, it's certainly not acceptable now. It's time for a constitution. In fact, it's well past the time for a constitution, but now we will have a chance to right Mikolsky's wrongs. We must draft one that will form the foundation of a republic in the years to come. There we go. Military construction. Probably get working on jet engines. It's not going to do too much right now, admittedly, but... Okay. Ooh. Might want to extend this front line. Edit mode. There we are. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Do a little bit of overlap, just in case the borders get any funky ideas. Yeah, Omsk is fucked right now. We've taken their After its declaration, at the end of the Assembly of Novosibirsk, Petlin had gathered independents, laborists, and his own wing of the party together to discuss the specifics of a new constitution to replace the old Bill of Rights. In this, Petlin added provisions that defended the right of free speech, assembly, and the right to organize politically. The laborists grumbled and complained, but they did not have sole power on this party anymore. The independents, at first wary of Petlin, soon warmed up to him. Finally, after years of dictatorial rule, a leader would come to listen to their concerns. Standing in the halls of a Novosibirsk assembly, Petlin remained the previous years, standing before Mikolsky as we presented his idea of a Bill of Rights proposed. Too liberal. The words came back to him. I'm suspecting that you're a socialist, Petlin. He gave a chuckle. How is he so weak? If the same Vols returned to him, clad in his full glory, Petlin would not submit. The people of Russia have their rights, and he shall not deny them their entitlement. He swore that no one shall experience what had happened to Harbin ever again. A couple of Siberian deputies approached him, hammering sickle pins on their suit. Petlin became weary, but then they invited him to dinner. He smiled. Perhaps the communists were not as bad as they say, after all. A new democracy is born. Gotta get working on coring a lot of his stuff, so let's do it. Let's go towards freedom and unity. We've done lots to further the cause of democracy and freedom within the territories that we control. We've reformed the dark strains left by the legacy of the so-called Volsmakovsky, ensuring that there is fair justice, a fair economy, and a fair constitution that will ensure the rights of the people and of democracy in the decades to come. We've worked to depoliticize the army, destroy the legacy of Makovsky, and clean the heritage of our origins. Much work still needs to be done, but we can, if just for a moment, take a rest and admire what we've accomplished. We are on the road to establishing a free and democratic country, and Russia will be liberated. Beautiful. Let's do an offensive line. Get ready, boys. Get moving while you can. While they're disorganized. In fact, all these guys are kind of fucking off. So, it might not be a bad time for you guys to get moving too, honestly. Unsigned divisions. Got these guys going. Let's try these out. I want to see if they're actually any good or if they're just fucking horrible. They're not doing too hot right now, actually. Better industrial expertise. Well, they got these weird fucking... We got some infantry template 12, some infantry template 3s, light infantry template 1, infantry template 1s. Jeez. Did you visit me just to gloat, Petlin? Makovsky shot him a venomous lick. When I am dying, you come to me. Foreign minister, deputy protege, but above all, a traitor to our ideals. A traitor to Harbin! Makovsky rose from his bed, but collapsed right back onto it. When Petlin moved to help him, he held his hand out. I don't need a traitor's help. I'm close to dying, and I see my vision for Russia burning before my eyes. Its arsonist stands before me, and yet I can do nothing. Makovsky. The name sounded strange on Petlin's tongue. But those that stand for the memories of Harbin, on the pressure heave upon us against our own people. If a decent man sees Vidal's story and condemns it not, would it make him true to the memories of our labor in Harbin, where women sold themselves on the streets out of desperation? Tell me that. Vozd of all Russians. You have no right to address me as such. You... you lowly worm. Lowest of a low. To say that I despise you would be an understatement, Petlin. The feeling is mutual, Makovsky. They stared at each other, too angry to continue the conversation. Trust me with Russia. I will take care of her well. A light of sympathy burned in Makovsky's eyes. Perhaps, Petlin. If you do not succeed, I will torment you in hell. Remember that. Now leave me, Mr. President. Mentor and protege reconciled with one common wish. Huh. Okay. Didn't expect that little thing, but not a bad end to the two's character arcs, I gotta say. Uh-oh. Well, the good news is that we've taken Perm. Come on. Come on. Well, the bad news is that they retook Ugorsk, or the outskirts near it. The good news is, not for long. Let's just do that. Working on taking a few VPs here and there. Do they even have cores on this? They do. It's been long enough. They should probably have cores. Just making sure. You also might just do a little rush towards Samara. Take their capital out. Real quick, buddy. You do... No, hold on. You do that, and then that. And then you just kind of move like spaghetti. Oop. Let's not do that. Okay, hold up a second. We'll hold a second there. Hold you guys to that. We're going to take this massive core VPs near the Samara border. No, that's not working. We can do some quick encirclements with these guys, though. I just realized. You know what? We can even just keep that guy there, push him back a little. Yeah, that would complicate things a little, wouldn't it? Okay, buddy. You want to do that? I mean, you're free to. You're absolutely free to. I'm free to question your decision there. Hey, that's democracy, isn't it? Oh wait, these guys don't know what democracy is. God, we need an airport that we can... That's really the... We can't quite get them there. We don't really have good enough airports, too. Although, I just realized... we could do that and that. Oh, that helps a lot more now, actually. There we go. Finally discovered what the Air Force is. I'm finally kind of starting to use it. Here's a lead. Fuck, they kidnapped Aldo Moro. What did I tell you, buddy? You gotta... Those units are actually holding up better than I thought they might be. I'm reasonably happy with that. I'm not happy about those horrible orders, though. Like, send like 4 guys there. That's all you really need. Realistically, how much more do you need other than that? was registered as a retreat. No, you go ahead and do that. Take them out. You move those guys to Orsk. You stay there. You don't need to do anything now, soldier. Except stay where you're at. And keep doing what you're doing with your air. That's nice. That little bit of province, which I don't know if we have already. The colors are too similar for me to really tell from the micro detail, but what do we got? Research slots. Let's get some more submarines. Get some support for that guy. Push that guy back. Gotta say, I'm happy with how this is going so far. This is going a lot better than my usual war efforts. In the region. Like, it's really going actually well, which I'm not used to with these. You move in there. And we're just doing quick encirclements, taking them out before they can really do anything. You hold back then. Yeah, you don't need to do anything, soldier, except stay alive. So ignore what I'm telling you. Well, don't ignore it. I know I'm your commander, but ignore some of the things I tell you, I guess. I don't know. And strangely enough, they're still hanging in really well. Although, actually, I take it back. How many troops raised? 12 to 16. Yeah, we've decimated them. We lost one guy, apparently. I think it was that guy, which I was being too risky with him. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. But what? We're at 68k to 317k. Okay, yeah. We're just decimating them right now. Honestly, it's sounds like a little sad. I mean, I don't feel bad for Mr. Money. Take him out. Beautiful. So we've taken Samara back for the 12th time. Oh, we got some dockyards? That's right. I think what? Yeah, we just took Arkhangelsk. Honestly, I don't know how much longer they have. There go Himmler's boys. We got them. The traitors will never get to tell their side of a story. And good fucking riddance, am I right, boys? And with that... When Russia first expanded across Asia, it was done by settlers and soldiers marching eastwards from Moscow until they reached the Pacific. Today, Russia has been proclaimed whole once more, but this time the direction has been reversed. Nikolai Petlin, the president of the Siberian National Republic, made a proclamation in the far eastern port city of Magadan that his nation had officially changed its name from the Siberian National Republic to the Russian National Republic in order to better reflect his government's undisputed claim of succession to the fallen Soviet government. Petlin was once a minister in the Russian Fascist Party, splinter leader Mikhail Mikulski's government, but overthrew his former leader and proved himself to be far more amenable to the OFN and other pro-democracy groups. Whether he shall maintain the attitude while in power, or even maintain power in the first place, is another question entirely. Russia. Divided. What? Fuck. Okay, cut. Redo that. Fuck. Russia. United and indivisible. In these days of doubt, in these days of painful brooding over the fate of my country, thou alone art my rod and my staff, O great, mighty, true and free Russia. Ivan Turgenev. Land of the free. Pay off more of that debt. I mean, shoot, what else do we have left? Improved academic base. The scenery outside the car was beautiful. The thin patches of snow had given way to the budding green grasses of early spring. The buzzing of bees hummed along the window panes of the car, losing their song in the clang and din of the engines. Petlin almost dozed off, and the route home wasn't even that long. Lydia was waiting there. Finally, for the first time in years, they may have peace. Free from tyrants, from false messiahs and enemies. A quiet after years of screaming and chaos. People waved to his car as it passed by. Some spat. The evening cast long shadows over the fences and bales of hay, and the final patches of coal dissolved under the solemn gaze of the setting sun. Petlin sat back, letting the cushions of his seat absorb the weight. He looked at his watch. Still a few minutes before home is in sight. He closed his eyes and let sleep take him in. The car juddered and shook, but after a day of work, it made for no finer bed. Petlin smiled at the thought of evening, friends, comrades, and his wife at the hearth, as warmth promised to wash over the cold that had submerged them. For this evening, and many more to come. So dusk approaches on the new order. Here we are. Not a bad run at all. I enjoy that. I'm glad I finally took a shot at Magadan and Petlin. I'm glad I could finally give him some love from the YouTube community. That was a good path. I like the writing a fair bit. Finally, I'm kind of glad I took the Far East for a spin, although the wars here are kind of a mess, which I just realized I'm coming back for Buryatia and the funny Sablin Man. So, we have a bit of a ways. I'll have to come back relatively soon, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Until then, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good way to start. What's next? Assuming it's not already, we're starting. We're actually not going to be playing another Russia game. Well, we will be, but we're doing something different as well. If everything goes to plan, we'll be playing a good old game of Italia. Not with Mr. Not with Mr. Moro. Not because he's got kidnapped. That's a totally other reason. But we're going with the other side of a conference. And if you're worried, I'll tell you this. It's going to get pretty blessed. I'll tell you that much. So don't worry about that. But also, if we're talking about blessed, we might go to another friend in this general region for our next Russia game. If either aren't out already, the next Russia game is probably going to be out after this one uploads. But yeah. that's really it for now. So thanks as always for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, hit the sub button for more uploads every weekday, as well as occasionally Saturdays. If you have any comments, feedback, concerns, anything of that sort, comment section below is the place to leave them. I read the comments I get. Appreciate any all feedback you might have for me. If you want to chat, play games, anything like that, check out my Discord, down link below. If you want to send $5 money every month, I have Patreon. If you want to see me do sorts of live, Twitch, all of which are down in the description box below. That's really about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you as always for watching. My name has been DB333. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.